Yo, yo, yo! Let's start today's stream, which unfortunately is going to be a little bit shorter, but hopefully still productive. So, yesterday, I think that the last piece... Okay, that's not a good start. That's not good at all. Let's start that one again and see. So, what I was about to say, hopefully I can play this time around, is... Okay, one sec. Okay, I guess this is what I will be doing today. Wonder what can be the cause of this. Hopefully not the drawing. Let's see if we can get around this crash by disabling apparel handler. See if that's the cause of it. Okay. I'm gonna take that as a sign that it's something in apparel handler. I'm a little bit worried it might have something to do with this. But I mean, we haven't had a problem. We haven't had any problem like this before. Let's see. Okay. If I disable the mannequins and only let one apparel handler run, do we still get a crash? No, we don't. Okay. extremely weird. Okay, this makes me worry a little bit about this, but like... One sec, I really need to check this error out, because it seems a little bit weird. Let's enable those again, let's play it, and let's see what we get. Okay, so no error this time around. That is even more annoying. One sec. There we go. I want to check, do we have... Okay, let's see if that's done. Actually, let's quit, let's clear, and let's see what we have here. Garbage collector. So it should be around here, but I don't think we're not dispatching that much to start with, right? I shouldn't be rendering. Let's go frame 1. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for this one. Let's see if it happens again. Possible with, like, when I read that error message, my first thought was that we were dispatching too many small works to the GPU, but I have no idea. I'm me, what's up? What's the error and what corner case triggers it? I think it's the apparel handler, but it's not every frame, and I think it has something to do with the work we dispatch to the GPU, but not entirely sure since it doesn't happen every time. And today is actually the first time it showed itself, so to say. So it's possible error with apparel handler on awake. I would say that it's on awake. So for each apparel handler in the scene, which won't be that many, but that's not an excuse. Let me try one thing. We're gonna see if we can. We're gonna see if we can stress test the apparel handler later today. We're gonna add as many apparel types as we can. So, oops, actually, we're gonna add one of each of these and see if we still get the same error. Possibly sending empty buffers or something like that. I don't know if it's empty or more the. Maybe. I'm gonna keep my mind open. It might possibly be that. We will see if we get across it once again. So apparel error with apparel handler on awake. Start. Let's just do apparel handler on instantiation of apparels. So what I was going to do at the start of this stream was just to summarize what we did yesterday, but that's when the error came. So on startup, apparel handler takes. We have a list of start apparels here, and on startup, the apparel handler on awake, it creates a mask material, it creates a mask material from this shader right here. It creates an occlusion mask texture. The texture itself is only 100 pixels wide, 1 pixel height. We don't have any depth buffer if I remember, and we're using R float, So this texture that gets created here is incredibly small. We use filter point and we just create it, and then we reset this texture. So we get a command buffer. So remember, what I'm going through now happens for every apparel handler in the scene. So which is currently just 5, I think. We get a command buffer. We set the rendered target of that command buffer to occlusion mask texture, and then we clear it. And then we execute the command buffer. So that's what we do in awake. Then we go into start, and then we take mask material and we set the texture. So mask texture in this material will be the occlusion mask texture we created here. We try to get the body material. If we succeed, we also set a reference to that texture in the body material. Right? Then we start looping through each and every one of these start apparels, and for every start apparel we instantiate the prefab and we add it to the preferred parent based on some stats in start apparel. And then we call add apparel, and here we just check if we have something on the same spot. If so, remove it, and then we add it. We toggle some constraints. We tell apparel to wear it. So if apparel uses a armature, we give it one. And then we also set the mask texture in apparel. So similar to what we do here, we do in apparel. Let's take a look at it. So it's just if we have a mesh renderer, set it there. If we have a skin mesh renderer, set it there. Okay. That's add apparel. So we do that for each start apparel. And I wonder, yeah, so that's a lot, but should be okay to set like references like that. Then we do update apparel mask texture. This could possibly be one of the causes for this. I hope not. So what we do here is we take the mask material, we set pass to 0. If this doesn't succeed, we return. But if this succeeds, we're ready to render with this material. So we set the render target to occlusion mask texture, and then we loop through each of the different apparel the character or the object that has this apparel handler is currently wearing. And we draw those. We get the mesh and we draw them to this texture then. And also the way we draw them are extremely simple. So it's render vertex color based on vertex color blue. It's this one. These two might cause some issues, especially this one, but it shouldn't. So we pretty much just draw, in the fragment shader we just draw the vertex color green, and so this shader, pretty much everything it does is in this line and in these 3 lines. So we draw the vertex color green to a UV created from the vertex color blue. And that's about it when it comes to the apparel handler. So we do create a lot of tasks for the GPU, but not enough for it to crash. And the reason for all of this is what I was going to show at the beginning of this stream before I got interrupted by this error. But it is there to allow for some masking of the apparel on the character. Because this character currently wears a lot of apparel. We have a hoodie, and you can even see the t-shirt we're wearing underneath it. It wears shorts, socks, and shoes. And all of this is working without any clipping right now because of this apparel system we have. So for instance, if I hide the hoodie, it looks like this. So we hide every segment underneath the hoodie that is occluded by the hoodie. So this little segment here, upper chest front, is not occluded by the hoodie. So we keep that one of the t-shirt. So this is a very intricate system where apparel hide the body or masks the body, and apparel also masks apparel. And we can see, where do we have it? There. The shorts hides the legs, or the thighs rather. And then we also have the sneakers hides the bottom of these socks, and the socks hides this one. So I don't know. Could be that just a lot of things happens. My GPU is busy, and Unity editor together with these scripts, I don't know, pushes it over the top, because I am streaming as well. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to keep that in mind, definitely. Can you get it to crash, or is it random? It's random. I can't get it to crash, but we might be able to stress test it later. So when I began the stream, all I did was start play here, and then we got the crash. I tried play again, we got the crash again. If I disabled apparel handler, we didn't get the crash. But now everything is enabled and we don't get the crash, so it's a little bit random. So I can't reproduce it right now. It's unfortunate. So we have apparel handler here, which is, or we have mannequins here with an apparel handler itself. Splendid, best type of bug, yeah. Yes, indeed. The mannequins currently uses a apparel handler as well, and they currently use the same functionality, so the masking, but I'm starting to think that it might be a little bit over the top. Actually. What's up, Cypher? How are you doing today, by the way? Do the manis, love the short word of that one, have the same sectioning as your main model? No, they don't at the moment. And I'm wondering, like, I might just skip it, to be honest. I mean, you must really know your way around Blender. I have 3K hours in Blender, and I know my way around it, but not much more than that, to be honest. It's a hard tool to use. So what I'm thinking about doing with these mannequins instead is that's one thing I need to figure out, but I'm thinking of just making them a little bit thinner. Like, the idea is to just make them be available like this, so we can hover above objects and pick them up or equip them. So like these shirts here, pick up. And then as well, if that's another thing we need to do, if we have apparel like this, we need to have a world version of that apparel. I don't know what that should be, folded or something like that. Because this... Okay. So why can't we... T-shirt number 1, we can't pick that one up? I wonder why. Entity, attribute handler, apparel. Oh yeah, we don't have a box collider. Although... Is it necessary? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. Or... yeah, it should be okay. Now I'm just waiting for this error to happen every time I start this one. It's very... I think it was on console repaint as well, which is weird. Gonna need inside faces textures for world assets too. Yeah, so like the idea is to... If I pick this one up, so like apparel will have one model for when it is in the world, because to be honest, even though we add inside faces to this one, it's not gonna look that good having a shirt look like this, right? I don't know. Maybe, you know, like a folded little... Actually, let's do that one today. Folded apparel. I wonder, we're gonna need one small, one big, and one very big. I don't know if I want to go cloth simulation out here. That's gonna be weird. And by the way, I have fought a lot with cloth simulation. Just have it flap around widely. Yeah. But just have it so like when it appears in the world, we just have it as a cute little cube maybe. So pretty much, I guess, let's see here, apparel type. Each of these headwear is probably okay. Actually, let's do a headwear and see how it looks. I think we have one. Yeah, let's see if we can get this beanie to work again. A little bundled state. Yes, exactly. I think that would be very nice. I'm me, disable backface culling. Yeah, like we could do this. Let's see here. T-shirt 1. So we go T-shirt 1, and we just change the double-sided. So we do have a cloth material for double-sided apparel, but it's currently like used for, so as you can see here it works, but currently it's just used for scarves and stuff like that. We get the correct lighting, we get the correct outlines. It's beautiful. I just don't know that this is the correct way to represent apparel in the world, so a little bundled state is probably the way to go. And by that, so headwear, eyewear, for those two we can probably get away with just having the same model. But neckwear, so neckwear, shirt under, shirt over, jacket, pants under, pants over, footwear, shoes. Actually, these probably need an additional bundled world state model type. Shoes should be okay. Like, and then I also, yesterday I wondered if shoes are currently one model. So the shoes we're wearing here is actually just one model. I wonder if I want to split it up. I don't know. Because it is the problem of the rendering box of these shoes. So right now they are the same model, but so the rendering box is only on the right one, which means that, yeah. Yeah, a lot of things to do. But first of all, I think I'm gonna get this little beanie to work again. So let's see what we can do about that one. I don't think we need to re-export it, because I think that one is actually not dependent on a armature. Okay, let's open this one up. Okay, great. So we do need a box collider as well. Do we have a box collider here? Or am I just having a hard time seeing it? Okay, we have one. Nice. This... oh yeah, the origo is set here to be with a little weird offset. This is gonna fuck up the world. Or is it? No, it's not. Probably not. Maybe if we hold it, it's gonna look a little bit weird, but that's okay. So, what do we have? Apparel, type, headwear. Head. Skin to body, no, I don't think so. Constraints, right now, what type of constraints do we have? Armature, offset, and collider dependent. None of these right now. In the future, it might be like hide hair dependent. I'm not entirely sure how I want to handle the hair just yet. Might go with like the most simple solution would probably be to like add a modular approach to the hair. So every hair model is at least in 2 modules. But this should be about it, I think. And okay, now we're gonna stress test the apparel handler a bit more. We're gonna add one additional apparel. Although this might... okay, so the hat, if we take the beanie, let me open Blender as well, because this is something that needs to be handled. So, beanie is going to be an object that we don't want to hide any segment of it. Like, we don't want to hide anything beneath it. I wonder how that will look. Let's see. So if we take a look at the beanie here. So we want it to have some form of... or do we? So when it comes to vertex colors, I wonder if we want to go... so probably gonna go with none here. So RG, both G and B will probably be 0. But then again, what happens? Yeah, so it's probably going to write to... okay, so we could leave it at body segment none with a vertex color of 0 on the green channel and make it so that it writes to the texture in question. So do this and we do this. Or so we could keep it like that. We're gonna have stuff, apparel that writes to the texture, but it writes to a pixel that is never used. Or we could add additional setup to apparel here. So we have a small little boolean, which like mask included or something like that, and we can tick that one. Although maybe like if it works by just giving this one its proper values, we might just leave it at that, to be honest. So yeah. Nice. And I have no idea what the fuck happened with the hoodie right now. Oh yeah, we added 2 hoodies. That's not good. Okay, actually. Yeah, let's check into that one, because that's not what we... So let's keep it like this. And let's check that one before we move on to the hat. So let's see here. Fix beanie. And fix error concerning 2 apparel of same type being equipped. I would like equipped. And later on, I don't know how much time I will have today, but later today I would also love to implement action, interaction, equip. Yeah. So I would like to be able to hover above some apparel in the game world and equip it on the character. Do it dynamically like that would be amazing. But to be able to make that work in a nice, good way. Oh, I wanted to have that error left. Anyway, but to implement that in a nice, rewarding way, I also want to fix these mannequins in such a way that they properly display the apparel and stuff like that, you know. So fix mannequins, make them thinner, I suppose. So the problem is the mannequins are based on the character model, but fuck, do I want to add segments to them as well? Maybe I do. But they're not subdivided. Just copy your main guy into a new manny. Yeah, probably. That's probably the best way to forward, I think. Yeah. Could probably copy the base. I like the base. I also wonder... Yeah, would like to add some proper... Fuck, we're gonna add subdivision to these as well then. If the character is subdivided, I want the mannequins to be subdivided. For later down the road, we're probably gonna disable the subdivision. It's too many triangles, it's not worth it. But yeah. So just take our main guy, remove the hands, because I like mannequins without hands for some reason. And... I know that came out a little bit creepy, but it's artistic, man. So if a mannequin has hands, it just looks like a stonified person, but if mannequins don't have hands, it actually looks like mannequins, at least in my mind. JD, what's up? How are you doing today? I'm still working on this apparel handler here. We're gonna do a few different things today. But okay, yeah, so we want to do the fix mannequins. Fuck it, redo mannequins. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's start with... would love to do this one as well. Fix beanie. So the question is... we want to go with... oh yeah, one more task. Let's see here. Let's put it here. Implement geometry node net to automatically generate segment vertex. Let's see here. Outline segment vertex colors. Red channel. Because right now I manually paint stuff. I think I've said this so many times on stream. I just want this to make sense. So this one here. So this is just to add additional outlines. So outlines that are not being detected based on scene normals or view normals or depth. So we just paint the different modules, different segments of the models. So for instance, one thing we've done this with is the skin of the character and the nails. And like, this is nonsensical. The value here is nonsensical. I just choose one on random pretty much. And this all of this could be automated, but based on I was going to go with seams, so based on seams. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this one. But just so when we export a model, we have a modifier in Blender that just generates new segment colors. So a random value to the red channel, and it should be okay. But for now, we're gonna have to do headwear 0.74. So if we take this model and we do vertex paint, we're gonna do 0.74 for red. Green and blue is gonna be 0. And what this means is that the segment it covers is segment 0, which is none. That's good. And it's also gonna mean that its distance from the things behind it are 0. Because I think you suggested it, Cypher, right? A segment, a hairline, a headline segment like this. I don't know if it is necessary though. I will keep it in mind. But so yeah. There we do set vertex colors. So 0, 0, 0. Solid. Yeah. Actually, let me just do beanie. Beautiful. Yeah, I was on the thought path of hats, different hairstyles, etc. So having a hairline to work from. Yeah, that might very well be a path we will have to go down on. It all depends on how the hair should be solved. Yeah. JD, if you don't mind, I ask what you do for a living. I work part-time with data, so to speak. And then I do this half-time. Hairbrushing minigame. Would love to. So that's actually... I've been thinking about a lot of the different things you do in this game and how I like the minigame approach, you know? So, a dull task like, I don't know, cutting down a tree doesn't have to be dull, right? You can structure it as a minigame. I don't know if I will support brushing hair though, but if I do, we'll definitely implement it as a minigame, that's for sure. Okay, so now this is properly exported. So Beanie should be fixed. Yeah, let's try it. Character 01. Beanie. Let's see how it looks on the character. And let's see if we get a crash. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Oh, I know what's going on there. I thought. It's like he jumps up to head a ball. Quick time events and anime lines makes everything frantic, I mean exciting. Quick time events are great, I think. I'm a little bit worried about... Oh, I know one thing. We're gonna do it like this. Hardware Beanie, we're gonna add one constraint first of all. It's gonna be collider dependent, I think. That should fix one thing, I hope. Aren't QuickTime events fun? Why are we getting this? This one looked way better before, I think. I hate quick time events. And what's up, Cooler SK, by the way? I'm pretty sure he was joking. Yeah, but I'm not joking. Fuck, I had this working previously. That's annoying. Or did I not? This looks way better. Fuck, have my cloth simulation for this one gotten screwed up? Let's fix the beanie. So what do we have here? We have cloth. Do we have any debug? Do we have any colliders? Sphere collider. We have one. Spine 06. Yeah, it's this one. Why did it work so much better previously? Let's take a look at how the cloth looks. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, we have this one as well. So this one is because the grounded gets set to true before it should be. So it's not the neck, is it the hoodie? Okay, so the shirt. Yeah, the shirt. We have a problem with the shirt for some reason. Yeah, so it's the... Okay, yeah, it's the collider. So even though we equip something, the collider, the box collider is still on. So let's fix that one first. QTEs are kinda lame. What the fuck? Am I misunderstanding this one? I need to check this out. But first of all, I need to fix this before I forget it. Apparel. Where? What do we do here? Enable physics false. I also want to do... Do we have a collider here? Entity. Let's see here. Let's go to enable physics. Is kinematic trigger. Enable physics. Fuck it. Let's do public void enable colliders. Bool. Enable. For each collider in colliders. Collider dot enabled is equal to enable. And let's do apparel. When we wear something, we do enable physics false entity dot enable colliders false. This is gonna lead to some weird physics bugs, I think. Only cause most are done horribly. Let's... Okay, before I want to check. I want to do a quick Google search on QuickTime events. I don't know why you're so negative about them. And this is gonna be a cozy game, so I don't want to stress the audience, but yeah, there we go. Now we don't have that weird head nick, but that's okay. QuickTime events in games. Yeah, is heavy rain, or am I misremembering stuff? Heavy rain, is that a QuickTime event based game? Like, it has a lot of QuickTime events, right? I'm a little bit more afraid of adding QuickTime events. Okay, we have... I just remembered, so this fix is no fix at all actually, because now we can't hover. So maybe we need to do okay, so this is an issue. We need to disable the colliders for the equipped apparel for the character, because otherwise, yeah, we will get some weird collisions and triggers. Although this is weird. Let's do a jump, action jump, set trigger. What do we have? Or actually, it's animate entity, grounded. Here we go. What do we have? Ground check mask. What do we have on this one? Animate entity, or playable entity actually. Environment for foreground object, yeah. We're probably going to do, yeah, let's do it like this. Apparel, enable colliders false, enable colliders. Still want that function though. You can watch the video I linked. It's a short meme song about QTEs. I'm gonna watch it after stream. And I will get back at you what I think about QTEs after I've heard all the negative reactions. Okay, so it's like a lot is happening right now, but one thing I also want to take up is this layer here. I think we can be a little bit more specific with foreground object right now, because previously the layer was used to figure out which object that should be outlined and which object that should not be outlined. That's not how we do it anymore, so we can add a lot more layers here, more specific layers. And one I probably want is apparel. I wonder what I'm using this for. Character internal, cloth. So we can do apparel. I think I want to do it like this. And let's see here, which one do we have? Pants, shirt. I need to add some colliders for these as well. So pants 01. Okay, I think we have shorts 2 as well. Mesh runner, skin mesh runner. I mean, I'm okay with some QTEs, but not where they used for every significant action. I'd rather have dedicated input instead. Yeah, I buy that. Shirt 01. So here we have everything set up except for this. Shirt 01, footwear, socks. What's up, Absurd Noises? How are you doing today? Good morning, good morning. Socks, sneakers. Apparel, yes. Hoodie. Let's see. Rigid body. Entity. Is there anything else I want to change here? No, I don't think so. And then we have the beanie as well, which is currently not working exactly, not as good as it previously did. Skin mesh renderer, rigid body, box collider, cloth, apparel. Everything seems to be okay here. Let's take a look at this. I hate these warnings I'm getting as well. Need to check those out, but okay, let's see if it works now. So now when we have the apparel on the apparel layer, we shouldn't get a collision with them when we jump. Great. So this sucks as well. I don't remember having this one. We're gonna check the cloth simulation for this one. Actually, can I? Yeah, now we can pick this one up. Much like we can this one. And this one. Should be able to do the socks as well, yeah. But not with gloves as of yet. Okay. Okay, great. So, yeah, I want to fix the, like, this beanie here. Why is it looking like shit all of a sudden? Beanie, let's take a look at the cloth simulation. Let's open this one up. What is this? Select. Oh, not that one, but or edit cloth constraint. Ah, this one. There we go. Oh yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I wonder why though. Okay, so this is the reason. So we re-exported this one. I don't think we changed anything with the vertices. Is it the mirror that fucks it up? Or that's a bit annoying. 0.2 was max. Okay. 0.01, 0.005. So 0.005. So I think it's 0.005. I don't know if these are great values, but let's try them. Little bit annoyed that it's better, except for in the back. Okay, this looks way better. A little bit annoyed that they got reset on re-export. I need to check into that. And then we don't have the line up here, which I do enjoy so very much. We should get, definitely should get, can I open this one up? Oops. Calculate normals by 60. We definitely should get some normal outlines here. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. So, annoying. So, outlines data generation. Okay, we don't have it here. The cloth simulation keeps recalculating the normals, which makes sense. You definitely want that to do it, but it just keeps recalculating the normals in not the best way, I would say. Okay, so let's re-export it again and see if the cloth particles gets reset again. Because I want to do beanie 01. So I think I want to add, do I want to add lines like this or just like this? Actually might go like this. So the idea is that we do mark seam and then the modifier will automatically do so this section gets a different red color than this section and this section. That's the idea. But for now, let's do this and this. Vertex paint. Oops. And this one should be 0.75 then. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, now we have a better outline, and the cloth particles did actually not reset it. Oh, but they might have. Let's see. On half of the head. Let's open it up. And let's take a look. Oh, it didn't. Great. Wonder why it did it before, though. Okay, when it comes to the beanie, you still have this problem of the hair sticking through a tiny bit here. Could be solved with the apparel mask system we have in place, or by an additional modular hair solution. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a bit. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do on that one. Okay, fix beanie, would say that's pretty much completed right now. Redo mannequins. Yeah, let's do it. So I don't think mannequins are actually in this file, if I remember correctly, which sucks. Hairstyle lights. Oh, we actually have it here. Never mind. Is fuck, what is going on here? Oh well, let's just do. What material are we working with the mannequins, by the way? Mannequin model, cell shading white material. Okay. So let's take this one, delete that one, and let's just take this one then. Subdivided, but I think it's okay. No. Okay, let's do it like this then. Duplicate this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did the segments just get removed? Oh no, never mind. We're visualizing the... I'm tired. Let's see, shader editor. We're visualizing the green channels now, I think. So what we want to visualize is this. Great. And let's see here, character mesh. Let's take... Okay, probably want to go around here, I think. Okay, back. Let's see. I just want to add a reference plane here real quick. Well, that's not the way I want to rotate it. We don't need more. It doesn't have to be better than this. I don't think. But then we need to fix this, and that's a mess. Can I do this in a quicker way? Whoa. Did I go? It should be okay. And now what would we want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have the same here? Please. No. Should be okay. Is this roughly how I want to do it? I mean, it's not that important. Oh, no. Nice. Oh yeah, we have this as well. Didn't even think about that one. Okay, it was a little bit more messy. I don't want eyes, I don't want nose, I don't want mouth. We should probably be able to do... Oh well. Do I care that much about this? Just want it to be plain like this. Maybe I do. Although I wonder... Yeah, gonna have to smooth that out soon. Do I wanna go? Yeah, maybe I do. Hopefully this is about right. Maybe we have... Is this better? Something like this, maybe? Okay, but that's okay. So what do we need? 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, right? Should work on this side as well, I hope. Maybe not. Or does it? Beautiful. Maybe not the cleanest way to do this, but fuck, can I fix this? I mean, it's not that important. We have some weird shading going on here. Okay, let's see what sculpt mode can do here. Smooth. What the fuck is going on here? entirely sure about that. Okay, so it works, but what's going on? There we go. I think that's more like it. Actually, before I do this, I think I want to do, yeah, we want to do object mode, apply this one. What am I missing here? A little bit annoyed about that, but it should be pretty good. Yeah. Don't even know if I can do it that much better here. A little bit annoyed with the silhouette here. What the fuck is going on there? Fuck it, let's see how it looks in game. Ethan Berkey, what toon/cell shading are you using in Unity? A custom made one. I have videos on my YouTube about it, both of them. I have 2 GitHub repositories as well, which you can check out. Thank you, appreciate it, appreciate it. What the fuck is going on here? Oh no, 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 no. Ah, never mind, never mind, never mind. That is rough. Extremely rough. Fuck it. Okay. Why did Unity add an additional material there when we already had one? That's extremely weird. Oh well. Okay. And this as well. What? Pain? Why won't my mannequins show with this? Cell shading white material. What's wrong with this one now? Fuck. Okay. Could it be... Okay, so it works for this one, but not for the actual model. Why? At first I thought it could be backface culling, but that's not it. Cell shade lit, what do we have? We don't do anything with color in this one, I don't think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, this is not the same. Add fog, not the same. Not the same, not the same. Input color R on alpha. In this one it should be okay. What the fuck? Opaque. Okay, so this one uses material number 2, materials none. What was it? White, cell shade white, cell shading white material. Okay, so we'd use 2 different materials. We need 2 different materials here for some reason. The fuck? Ooh, okay, it might make sense. One sec. Okay, so let's do this. Mannequin materials. There we go. What's up, modding Minecraft? Yes, indeed. Actually, I should just do overrides pelvis point. Fuck. Let's just do revert all. Revert all. Revert all. Revert all. Okay. Body point, head point, neck point, foot point, yeah, pelvis point. Okay, let's see. Mannequin prefab. What do we have? Start apparels. Okay, need to heighten. We need to move up chest point a tiny bit, I think. Yeah, indeed, modding Minecraft. This is a pretty nice outfit, isn't it? Pretty fly. Whatever the kids say these days. Let's do mannequin prefab. And let's go to, what is it? Body point. I think we need to move this one up a tiny bit, maybe to 72. Actually, let's try it in game, see. No modding Minecraft, no. Let's see. I want to move, let's take a look at this one. Points, body point. I need to move this one up a bit, but I wonder. Okay, so that's definitely that's too much. 75, 6. $75 should be enough. I wonder if I want to move, or actually 74, 73 should cut it. Okay, great. Okay, the pelvis semi works. So like we have a tiny bit of an issue. Like if we take these red shorts and we take this blue shirt, they will clip through one another. With the current setup of the different segments, so pelvis just being one, we can't fix it with the mask system. But it's pretty bad design that, like, although we're not bending them or anything like that, they still clip. So we might just need to redesign them a little bit. be okay. Okay, nice, great. So let's save that one. Let's see what we have here. Redo mannequins. Let's see if action, interaction, equip might actually... Let's fix this one first and then move on to this one. I think this one will be, with the way the interaction or slash the action system is implemented, this one might be extremely quick, but we'll see. Like in its current state, that is. But let's fix this one first, because this one is annoying. So the error in question comes when if we take the start apparel for the character and we try to equip 2 hoodies, for instance. So hoodie is of type shirt over. It covers these body parts, skin to body, etc. So we have, what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to equip 2 shirts or 2 apparel items with the same type. And I thought this would work, but we get an error from this, which means that I fucked up the implementation, and we get something like this. Ooh, what is this, by the way? What? Okay, let's take a look at that one first, I guess. Or is this an issue still? Okay, thank you. Okay, so if we try to equip 2 apparel of the same type, we get this issue. So 135 in apparel. This is a little bit weird. Bones, add. Where do we get an issue here? Apparel 76, apparel handler 55. Okay, this issue was not at all what I thought it was. Okay, this is a bit more interesting then. 55, so this is where we get the error in where, and it's 76. So first, so here, apply armature. When we try to apply an armature to this one, that's where we get the issue. More specifically, 135. Bones.add. So we create a new dictionary here, and then we try to add bone name bone, and that's where we get duplication. The fuck? Okay, but this is only when we add 2 of the same apparels as well. That makes it a bit weirder. So this key already exists. It's a little bit like bones. We create a new dictionary here, so get components in children. Source root bone. Key. Key, clothes, sweater, 02, hoodie, 01. Like this error message. Like, is this really... Let's double check it. Okay, that works. So it's really in here. I don't entirely understand how this... So just because we have 2... Are we sending in the prefab instead of the actual instantiation? I don't think so. Apparel... Add apparel. No, we don't. And if it contains it, we remove it. So that should be okay. Body skin mesh renderer. New dictionary, so we create a new one here. This one I'm very interested in. Like, what? Source skin mesh render. Apply armature. The fuck? So for each bone in root bone and its children, we take the name of them and add it to this one. This works if we don't have two apparel of the same type, or actually of the same. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's just try it with this ones. So character, let's do remove the hoodie, and then we do shorts 1 are pants over, shorts 2 are pants under. Let's do pants over on this one as well. Okay, so now we have 2 pants. So same type, but not the same object. So pants 01, pants 02. I want to see if I get the same issue here. Okay, this is interesting. Fucking looks great. Except for this little tiny weird bending going on. But other than that, looks great. So it's just when we take 2 of the same model and instantiate them. That makes it a little bit weirder. So then it has to be with, like when we instantiate it, do we try and use the same? Shorts 02 should be pants under, I think. Very tight shorts. Okay, so it's only when we use the same exact prefab, which, so like this. So it's pretty much like what I think, or what I want to happen is we instantiate this, whether we do all the setup, then we come to this one, we instantiate this sweater, we try to add it to the dictionary, but no, we already have one of those types in there, so we remove that one and then we instantiate this one, and it should be okay. It's 2 separate objects, but for some reason that doesn't seem to be the case, which I think is extremely weird. So what exactly is happening? Add apparel. Here, start apparel, we instantiate it. Get preferred parent. should be okay. So this is a new instance. So why the fuck? If it contains key, remove the one we have here. Remove. If this one is... Oh, yeah. I find this to be a little bit weird as well, so I guess this one, the error we get is for the second one. So we get here, and this is where we get the error. Toggle apparel constraints. Add. Yeah. We don't screw with the source skin mesh renderer here, right? No, we don't. We just get information. That's the only thing we do. Although, fuck. Let's see here. Unware. Unware. What do we do here? Clear the capsule and sphere colliders. Cloth fit 6 enabled false. Skin mesh renderer enabled false. Entity, it should be okay. Although, apparel handler, remove apparel. What do we do? Worn apparel remove. Toggle apparel constraints. Want to see what the bone.name is that we have an issue with. Wonder if it's the first one, so root, so spine, just spine. Wait, this is what I find to be so very fucking weird. Clothes, sweater, 02 hood. I thought when I checked this one and this was the key. Okay, so something is very wrong. So this is the actual key. But what the Oh, of course. Of course. Jesus. Okay. Oh my god, it's... Wow. So... when we try to apply a armature, so we want to take every bone from source and we want to add it to our dictionary. So we want this skin mesh renderer to have the same bones as the source, right? But we just do it like get components in children transform, but we actually add apparel as children to the bones in question. Which means that when we put on more apparel, so the apparel we add to the character will actually appear as bones here. That sucks. It's weird though, why I did it this way. Let's see. Skinned mesh render Unity. Bones. The fuck, why? Is this private, or should be able to just do source for each bone in source dot bones? Whoa, one sec. This is an extremely weird implementation. Oh yeah, we want this to work with custom bones as well. That's true. So we want to make this work with additional bones as well. That's definitely true. So it should probably be... I wonder, shouldn't I just be able to shouldn't I be able to do, why? Bones dictionary. I don't know why. Bone name, bones, and we do it in source bones. Then just two bones dot values to array. But then of course then we need to handle the case where we have additional bones we want to work with. Let's see if this works first of all. Yeah, it does. And now we don't have that issue anymore. So yeah. Extremely weird. And this one is so annoying. I have to get to the bottom of that one. Do handle apparel related bones. So right now what we do is we take this source, create a new dictionary, could just do it as a list from the start, but we basically take every bone in this source, or like we take this skin mesh renderers and we set the bones that this skin mesh renderer is dependent on to be the same as this one. And yeah, sure, guess that works. Root bone none. Probably need to set that one as well. Or I don't know if that's that important, but I can actually focus the hoodie here. Very nice. Don't know if I can focus the pants though. Don't know if I want it to work this way. What if I do pick up here? Drop. Yeah, then we don't have it anymore. Okay. Need to handle some of those things as well. But yeah, we should do it like this. I just wonder. So, handle apparel related bones. So this is, for instance, if we would have had we have a shirt that is, it would be for example when we have the hoodie, that the hood itself, which I'm thinking about doing, where the hood of the hoodie is controlled by a separate bone, so we can add some simple physics to it. In that case, this hoodie would be skinned to, like, it would have its own bone as well. Oof, I'm not entirely sure how, with my current pipeline, how I would include that. Clothes collection. I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. But okay, this one is extremely simplified right now. But we don't handle this one. I want to set the root bone as well. Do we have root bone? No, we don't. Probably important. We have a root bone here. Skin mesh renderer root bone. So no root bone. Okay. Might want to. It seems that if we don't have a root bone, this one gets set to the parent, so that should be okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Great, so this one should be okay as well. This one, still worried about this one. We'll see tomorrow, it might reappear. Implement apparel mask solution. What do I have here? Split up apparel handler in two. Probably not. static apparel and dynamic apparel. I think we can probably go with the current solution here for now. I think that works pretty good. Would love to get this one in place, but I'm not entirely sure of how I want to go about this one. So let me just take one example. Let's hide this one, let's show this one, and this one. So the idea was, what do we have? Shirt number 1. So this one, it's subdivided as well. Whatever. So this one, we can see the different segments here. For this one, the different segments are used to both get a different color of this and this. So they have different colors, but the segments are also used to get an additional outline here. So we will have an outline where this red line is, this red line, and this red line. Beautiful. But then we have another set of items. Let's see. Pants 2, we have these shorts here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. UV map apparel, we don't use that one anymore, do we? Do we still automatically generate it? Let's jump to this one. So what did I want to do here? We want to do UV editor, and then we want to do UV seams from island. There we go. So when it comes to these pants, here the seams are used to just get different colors here. So this one is white and this one is red, and they were designed this way so that this wouldn't result in, so I didn't want outlines here as well, I just wanted different colors, and I want to support that type of apparel, or that type of, what do you say, outlining. So I don't want outlines on every color change, so every color change shouldn't imply outlines, and every constant color shouldn't imply non-outlines, if that makes any sense. So probably what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a custom geometry node for filling out the red channel, and I think it's gonna be done on vertex groups. So we're gonna define Going to define a set of vertex groups, and then we're going to generate a random float value for the red channel that they can use, that we put in the red channel, and that is used for outlines. I think that would be a good way to go about it. This will mean that I can skip this color reference table, but it will unfortunately also mean that sometimes when we generate something, so in some very rare instances, we might get a random generated value close to each other that should be an outline that isn't an outline. And so we're gonna have to create this modifier in such a way that it's seed based, so that we have control over the seed. So if we export something and we're not happy with the outlines, we can export it again but with a different seed. Yeah, it should be easy enough. So tomorrow, because unfortunately I have to run now, but tomorrow I think I'm gonna start with this task, getting it correctly set up. Maybe do a set of apparels, and then this one. Shouldn't take too long. So now it feels like, so the basis for the action system in place, the basis for the attribute system in place, the basis for the apparel system in place is just tweaking left. I don't know what I want to move on to next. Maybe tool usage, or yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. Or maybe the garden. Or I'm actually itching to start a new shader project, so it might be grass as well. But yes, so this is going to be it for today. Small incremental progress. I like it. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a longer stream. Thank you all for watching and have a great rest of the day. Peace.